Good morning, guys. Don't know what day this is. Look at that sunrise. We're finally here. Just got done dumping on that truck. And guess where we're at? We are at the backyard circle. The backyard circle of corn. I'm having like flashbacks from last year. So last year I did not help pick this field. I was not trained. I was far from being ready to do it. There is the house right there. And my poor dogs, they like miss us so much. And they get excited every time the tractor comes pulling up close. I can see Sermit right now. She's underneath the water trailer. And I can just, oh, I feel so bad. She's like under there just waiting for me to come out. And I want to pet her, but at the same time, we got trucks coming in and out of here. I don't want them getting all used to that. And I just feel so bad. I just want to tell her. I wish there was a way to tell dogs, like, it's okay, I'll be home in a couple hours. Here she is. Oh, she looks so sad. She wants to see us really bad. I don't even know where Fluff is. Fluff's probably mad. But yeah, look at this. We got Blake and Zach, and we're just rolling. We're on a roll right now. It's pretty good corn, apparently. How cool.
It's happening. We're knocking out the 2 home circles, if you want to call them that. Our backyard view is going to look a lot different after tomorrow. So far, this corn's doing really good. We definitely lost some yield on this. This field got, I guess, which I know nothing about this, but Blake's telling me it's called staminate ear. It's where like there gets to be a tassel growing out the end of the ear. So the ears aren't near as long as what they should have been. I dipped into that circle right there, which that's a different variety. It's doing a good 10 or 15 bushel better than what this one is. Of course, just off the couple hundred feet that I went. But I feel like it's going to be 10 or 15 bushel better than this one, which this one's still not disappointing by any means, but definitely could have been a little bit better. But we're still thankful. But I'm not going to lie, even though it's cool looking at corn out the back window, I am so excited to have this field gone and have our view back, be able to watch the deer and coyotes and whatnot run by. And then actually the neighbors are picking the field right here next to us at the same time, so we're gonna be able to see a long ways after today. See if Jordan's paying attention. She'll come down here or not. Oh yeah, she's on the money. She's on it. But I'll try and give you an idea on yield. I try not to talk yield too terrible much. We try to just be thankful for whatever we have, regardless if it's high or low. But so far, we're pretty dang thankful. This is nice corn. Regardless of the yield, we got a lot nicer stand in this field this year, which I'm really excited about. That's something we're focusing a lot on, is our emergence and our stand, and just getting stuff to even out a little bit, which in our area, the ground can vary so much. That could be really hard to do. But we're kind of making that a focal point for the next couple of years, or at least last year and this next year, just changing up some of our practices and changing our operation a little bit to get a little better stand. But so far, from everything I've seen so far, I've been very happy. We've definitely made some improvements in some areas we were struggling in before. So yeah, we're gonna keep rolling, keep knocking out the trucks.
Having flashbacks of walking in this corn when it was like 3 inches tall.
I just got in trouble, so I got in trouble by the tractor too. I'm sorry, I'm putting it in park. Zach just got on the radio and was telling me I was in trouble, and I was like, what did I do this time, you know? I couldn't possibly think of what I could be in trouble for, okay? I'm like, he's either talking crap or he's being serious, like something bad just happened. He just hit one of my chairs. See that? That's one of my lawn chairs. And apparently it blew all the way from, here, let me show you. Blew all the way from my house on a really, really windy day, but it happened a long time ago. I don't know. It didn't happen when the corn was big. So yeah, I got in trouble. I didn't even know it blew. I don't even know when it blew away. We have a lot of lawn chairs, and I don't recall. I mean, we did have a few windstorms, but nothing that like was like devastatingly crazy. But it must have happened like when the corn was kind of big, like maybe like knee high or something. I know I'm only going 10 miles an hour, but I am very dangerous right now. Anyway, while we were goofing around in the field, working, I had a couple questions in the comments asking how we service things and just kind of go into detail about what we do throughout the season to just make sure everything is running smoothly. So I'll kind of put that in here now. I forced Zach to film some of that, so here you go.
I'll just run you through a quick morning, what we kind of do. I serviced everything just the other day. We've only ran like a day on a pretty much a full service, which is just greasing, checking belts, checking chains. I go to each tractor, check oil, check hydraulic hoses, make sure everything's hanging, not touching the PTO shafts. On the combine, I check this feeder house chain every day because we're figuring out on these X9s, this chain is very finicky, which it's still good. It's nice and tight. It does not like to run even the slightest bit loose. If you do, it really growls in the cab. We have had problems with this. You guys saw in the past video, this feeder house chain tensioner right here came undone, so I've tried to make it a habit. Just take a peek at that every day. Normally, if about every other day or so, I'll pull the shields and just kind of take a glance at all our belts, all our pulleys, chains, just kind of do a quick run over of everything. And we are hearing too, and some people might know more about this than me, but on these X9s on your chopper drive, it's got a high and a low speed, and basically only whatever side you're running in that's the side that gets oil, and so both sides don't get oiled. So I've been making it a habit too to put that into high every morning, and after the combine's warmed up, I just run the separator for a minute or 2 minutes and make sure that high speed gets some oil. Don't know if that's right or wrong. If somebody knows more than me, correct me. I just kind of give a look over to the deck plates and make sure. So these deck plates, I don't know how much we've ever explained a corn head. I think we have a little bit. Basically, the corn comes in here. You've got your stalk rolls down in there that are spinning towards each other, and they pull the stalk down through. And then these deck plates are what the ear hits and pops the ear off of there. So I just look and make sure these deck plates are adjustable. You can change the gap. I just look, kind of make sure that all the deck plates look like they're roughly the same width. I have had some come loose before, not on this corn head, but just in the past. But yeah, here's our nifty little air hose we rigged up. So that's kind of nice. Combine has onboard air, so I blew my feeder house off last night. This thing is terrible about getting leaves on the feeder house. But yeah, now I'll crawl up here and we'll check oil, check coolant. We'll get her started and get her warming up. Just ran back, kicked the chopper back into low gear, turn our auto steer on, engage our separator, engage our header, let it run for just a second, let everything get moving, idle it up, drop our head, be not lined up right away, it's always good. Engage our auto steer, and we're off to the races for the day. Let's hope for a good day.
It was such a cool feeling to just pick that circle in the backyard. I don't know what it is about watching it grow from like little bitty tiny baby seedlings all the way to big giant corn and then pick it yourself. Like, what a cool feeling. Very satisfying day of picking corn, I'd say. Another thing that made today really, really special, Zach randomly got in touch with a gentleman from across the country who happened to grow up on a farm, and every year he comes down here to kind of watch harvest crews and to just kind of enjoy himself. So he made it happen, and he showed up to the field we were working on, and we got to meet him and his family, and they were the nicest people ever. Talked their ear off for a couple of hours, and then they had to leave. But it just meant so much to me that, like, people that are watching us have a little place in their heart for us. Also, we both unfortunately share the story of being widowed. It's a club that none of us want to get into or join, but it feels nice to not be alone, because every time I meet a widowed person, I feel a connection with them somehow. It just really meant a lot that he took the time to come out and say hi to us. So thank you so much, Ken. Y'all are one of the reasons why we keep this little video diary for you guys to come along with us.
What a day. Goodness. For all the messing around we did, I think we still had a pretty good day. Jordan and I knocked out a half circle, just us two. Blake had to start some pivots this morning on wheat, so we finished up the circle we were started yesterday. Got finished there, moved here to the south circle here at our house, sampled it. It looked like it was going to be too wet, but kind of the more we dove into it, the drier it got. So we ended up getting started on it at probably 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock? Yeah, 3 o'clock. And it is now 8:50 and we're done. And I don't know the total yet, but it did somewhere in the 230 range in that area. I don't know for sure, but it was good corn. So that feels pretty good. 5 hours, 50 minutes. We knocked out this circle and it was good corn. And there's a big bottom in this field that stuff was pulling hard. But that was the kind of the first time we really pushed this combine, which I pushed it pretty good the whole time, which is surprising with an 18-row head. And maybe sometime I can look back on Op Center and get you guys some numbers on this. I don't know if anybody would be interested to hear that kind of stuff, but we do keep track of this on our operations center. But goodness, I've got leaves everywhere. My feeder house is up to my knees and on my windshield. Ladder is covered, back of the corn head is covered. So I'm gonna spend a good 20 minutes blowing this thing off. That way in the morning, I'm not getting covered with leaves and dust. But anyway, I'm gonna get over here and get emptied out. I still got like half a bin on from finishing that up. I'm gonna get emptied, clean this thing off. I'm going to bed. Oh my goodness. Oh. I didn't even realize how long it's been since I've been out of here. Corn's all finally drying down, including the stalks and the leaves. There isn't much green left in them, so there is leaves everywhere.
Goodness, he seriously had a bird nest up there. There was birds and all sorts of stuff taking a nap up there. So while he blows all this off and you can watch that satisfying footage, I'll just kind of wrap this vlog up. I am not gonna lie, I probably could have helped him blow all this off, but I have officially hit that point in harvest. Do you guys hit this point in harvest where you are so dead tired that if you are anywhere near home, that's where you're going? All I wanted to do was see my animals eat something and go to bed. I was so tired. In the next vlog, we break down again, and no, I'm not joking. Here's a little hint. It is an auger issue, but it's a little bit more serious auger issue than the ones that we've had before. So as always, thank you guys so much for making my day in the comments. Thank y'all for sticking by me in my times of grief. Thank you for all the kind words of encouragement, the questions, the concerns. And hey, here you go. You want to take any guesses of what's wrong with the auger on the combine this time? I'll let you know if you got it right. You'll be seeing that vlog in the next couple of days. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for 165,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, love you. Bye.